everybody, welcome back. And I say welcome. I think I have quite a few new viewers, so I just want to say hi. Thank you so much for joining my channel and becoming a part of my little world here on YouTube. I feel a little bit recharged. I actually went and got a new backdrop here, a new color, just trying to test out some different things. And I really can't wait to get into this video because there is so many products that I personally think are not talked about a lot here on YouTube, and they're products that I have recently discovered, and also some tried and true products that may not be new, but they're new to me. So if you want to see what products those are, let's get into it. You guys, okay, so I'm having a hot minute with my hair today. I just got it cut yesterday and it's just not cooperating. So let's just move past that today and we'll just get right into the video. So I thought I would throw together a bunch of the items that I've been using a lot lately. Now I think there's a few products here that maybe I haven't shown before. These are going to be new, but I have been using them like behind the scenes and testing them out and kind of gathering my thoughts on them. And other ones you have seen before. So I'm going to kind of do it like a speed review. I think that they are fantastic products from the drugstore. Honestly, I don't know what I would do without some of these products. So let's just get into it. I think we'll start first with a skincare product. And again, had this on my channel before lots of times. It's the L'Oreal Midnight Serum. I think this has been like a godsend for my skin. I am just about, this is my second bottle of it. It is, I can see it, like it's one of those bottles that's kind of hard to see through the packaging, but when I look really, really closely at it, I can see it's like right here. So I am on my last legs of this one. It comes as a dropper type of product, and I use this strictly at nighttime after I've washed my face. I apply a few little drops of it. You don't need a lot actually. It's quite liquidy, and I just apply it all over my face. This I've been using in replacement on my skin anyhow as a night cream type of product, even though it's like a serum. And this has just made my skin look so much better. My skin is so much smoother. It feels just so moisturized, so hydrated. I use it up along this part here, like not right under my eyes. I don't want to put it right under there. I have eye cream for that. But I use it where the crow's feet, as we call them, are like migrating out into my cheek area and stuff. So I take it right up into this area here, and especially around my mouth and down in this area here. I find it's made a real improvement in those lines, not looking as harsh and not as deep, and I love it. I love it. So what I'll do is, if I've talked about it in depth in another interview, I'll stick a thumbnail here and you guys can go check out the other video where I go into more of a review about it. So next is a primer, and this was actually suggested by one of you. You said you saw me using one of the primers and you said, hey, have you tried this one out? And so I ran out and bought it, and I absolutely love it. So it's the e.l.f. Cookies and Dreams Putty Primer. I have been using the junk out of this one because this one is a little bit different than the original e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This was like one of my tried and true holy grails putty primers. But this one, for whatever reason, and my viewer said it's just a little bit different feeling, and I have to agree with her, it really is. It's a little bit more pliable, very creamy, and it just really blurs out like I have it on today. So where I can, I will insert a clip of me applying products this morning of what I'm talking about. My camera's been kind of acting strange lately. Not a good thing, but so it's been kind of here and there. It's been, so where, like I said, where I can, I'll show you it demonstrating me putting it on. But this one, if you don't like a sweet smell, then you probably won't like this, because it does smell like cookies and cream, you know, like a cookie, a sweet smell. So I know some people don't, it kind of turns people off, but I don't mind it. It's just really, I mean, the smell disperses. It's not like you can smell that all day. As soon as you put it on, I really can't smell it at all. But this really does fill in all these, blurs my pores in here. So I usually use it in this area, down here around my mouth, like my fine lines, on my forehead where I have like really predominant kind of lines on my forehead. And I think this is just fantastic. I hope that they make this, because from what I understand, this is a limited edition primer, but I really hope that they make this like one of their regular products, because I think this is great. Don't get me wrong, still love the Putty primer, but I like the texture of this one. It's just a little bit better. Love them both, but especially loving this one. And like I said, I don't see a lot of people talking about this one, maybe because it is a limited edition. When I was in the store yesterday and when I looked on the website, it still is available. And I believe this came out last year. They came at the beginning, I think it was like the end of last year or just the beginning of this year. I can't quite remember that where I started seeing like this Cookies and Dream line. But there's a whole bunch of products. There's an eyeshadow palette, and I think there's like shadow sticks and that sort of thing. I'll put pictures of them if I can find all the products that they have. Now this next product is a recent find for me, but I am in love with this product. I've been using it pretty much every day since you saw me talking about it on my last video. It's the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. Oh my goodness, you guys, I am so glad that we got this in Canada finally. It leaves my skin looking just beautiful. So I believe it's called squalene is the ingredient in here, which is making your skin look really hydrated. You can either leave it like a sheer coverage or put it up to like a medium. How I apply it, that I've been doing recently, I've been playing around with it here and there, but it does say on the website, because I was like, how are you supposed to apply this? Are you supposed to have a primer underneath? So it does say to apply it with a primer, like prime skin. You apply it with your fingers, which I usually do. I like to just put it all over with my fingers and then use whatever tool. So whether it's a sponge or a makeup brush to blend it all in. That's what I've been doing. And the days that I just kind of wanted like a no makeup look, that I just use this and that's it. It just has evened out my skin tone really nicely and just gives me enough coverage that I'm good with that. On days like today where I'm either filming or I have other stuff going on later on that I'm doing, I go in with more of like a foundation, something that's going to give me just a little bit of spot. So what I do is today I went in with the Clinique. This is the Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation. Absolutely love this foundation. It's so good. But I just use it in the areas where I just want a little bit more coverage, like on my cheek area, on my forehead, and I want to bring it down on my neck area so everything blends. But I don't need to put the foundation like all over my face, because the Hydrator has already done a really nice job of giving me a little light coverage. So what I enjoy is these two in particular out of all the foundations that I've been using lately, just to give me a little bit of extra. The combination of these is fantastic, because the Hydrator is giving you a little bit of a semi-matte finish, and that's what this one does as well. It gives you just kind of that, like a little bit of radiance to it still. It's great for dry skin. This one I have in particular is light medium. I could probably even go like a shade darker in this one. I think it matched really nice with my skin. And one of the things about Wet n Wild is they are like a cruelty-free brand. So I do like using brands like that. I've never claimed to be like a cruelty-free channel or a vegan channel. I do like other brands that aren't that, but where I can, I do like to use those type of products. And I forgot to mention, I do have a few fails. There was a few fails that I had over the last few months. So this is a product, again, I just had in my last video, but you know what? I have been using this nonstop. I ran to the store yesterday to see if there was any more, and there was only 2 of these little palettes. I'm talking about the Essence. This one in particular, I have Taupe It Up. Oh my goodness, I love this little palette. It is so cute. I've been using it nonstop. So I have it on today. I used it all up on my lid, and then I quickly went in with, this is a great, this isn't drugstore. I'll kind of veer off for a second. This is not drugstore. It's the Ilia. This is the liquid powder eyeshadow. I love this for doing my eyelid, and then I just use a brush and blend it out. But the rest of the eye, I used this little palette. And like I said, I ran to the store yesterday to see if I could. I'm looking for, there's like a nude one and there's also like a rose one. I want those two, and they were completely sold out. There's no more left. But these are like such an affordable little palette. Very easy to blend in. I don't have any like kickback like on my like fallout on my skin from them. The shades are very pigmented, feel very buttery. This one in particular, now I'm not sure if the other ones are like this, but this one in particular has 3 mattes and 3 like just a shimmer shade, so nothing like no glitter that's going to fall out all over your face. And what I mentioned before in my last video was I love how like it has a little mirror, and you don't even get that in like expensive palettes. Sometimes they don't even have a mirror. So I just appreciate the little details that they have. So can't wait to pick up some more of these. And a bunch of you had mentioned in the comments how much you enjoy this one. Like you actually have this one, and you have a few of the other ones. So that's why I said I can't wait to go out and try finding some of these other ones. Now before we get too far in, I'm going to talk about one of the fails I have, and it is one of those products that for just on my skin it just didn't work out. And what surprised me was because it's getting really great reviews and there's so many people that love it, it's not working on my skin. And it's the Revlon the Color Stay Skin Awaken 5-in-1 concealer. So whenever I use this one, right now I have on my Lancome. So this is my tried and true Lancome concealer. Best concealer I think I've ever used. I can't say enough about this. I have a whole review on it. I'll stick that up in the cards or thumbnail or something. Absolutely love this. Now if I come a little bit closer, so right now under my eyes, I look really hydrated. I don't have, the concealer isn't accentuating my fine lines, and I don't get those little, I'm going to call them, I think Angie from Hot and Flashy, I think she calls them shark fins. So, and that's really the best description for them. So in the inner corner here with this concealer, I get all those little shark fins. So it's all the skin almost looks like it's going into the corner of my eye, if that makes sense. It just, like I guess it's when I scrunch, you can kind of see them when I'm scrunching, but right now there's nothing there. Like the under eye looks really good, but with this one, even when I'm looking like this, you can see it all accentuates all into my inner corners. All of my fine lines around my eyes are like, it just looks really dry, which I'm surprised because it's not like a drying concealer. Like I don't know why it just does not work on my skin. It has one of those little like spongy type of applicators, which was too bad because I really, really wanted this to work. I had heard, such great reviews about it, but yeah, this is like fail number 1 for me so far for this year. Now this is not a new product, it's a new to me product, and I've been using it consistently just to get a really good in-depth review of it. And it is the L'Oreal the Double Extend mascara. So this is a tubing mascara. Now I have never tried a tubing mascara before. I usually just use regular mascaras. But what I really enjoy about this, so I have it on today, and you can see how it has given me some really nice lengthening qualities to my lashes, and it is 2 steps. So when you use this mascara, so the one side is like a primer, and it comes like a white looking product. So you quickly put that through your lashes, and then you don't have to wait for it to dry or anything. So then you go in with the other side, which is the actual mascara. And I usually build it up to about 3 coats. But what impressed me so much about this, well, a couple of things impressed me. It doesn't clump. Like there's sometimes where I try to get a mascara to clump because I want to see how it's going to work. Is it really going to work on my lashes? This one, I've applied like 3 to 4 coats of it just to really try and build it up. Does not clump at all. And then the nice thing about a tubing mascara is it's very, very easy to remove. So you're just going to like remove it at the end of the night with just some warm water. You don't even need eye makeup remover. And I did give that a test, like at night when I go to remove my makeup. I'm using just warm water, and they just like glide off of your lashes. So this is a great mascara. I know not everybody, likes a tubing mascara, but for my first experience with one, I really like this one. This one's great. Next, just to try and keep with that theme, I'm going to go in with my next fail. And this mascara is one that just did nothing for me. This is the L'Oreal, the Voluminous Noir Balm. Looks like that. So that's the wand on it. So that's the packaging on it. That's what it looks like. And this just does nothing for my lashes. There is no, woohoo, like, oh, I found a new mascara. No, this does nothing. It's a very, like a wet mascara. I don't mind a wet mascara. There is the L'Oreal, I believe it's the Butterfly. I'll put a picture of here if I can find it. That one is actually, it's a very wet mascara, but it is fantastic on the lashes. It looks really thickening and gives me that lengthening effect that I want. That's a great mascara. This one does nothing. There's no real, like my lashes just kind of go like there's nothing to them. It doesn't give me that volume I'm looking for, any lengthening. And yeah, I was just kind of surprised because it was one of those that again got kind of hyped up and just does nothing for me. So yeah, again, it's just, it could be my lashes. It just could be my, because I know that there is people that like this and it works for them. But for me, it's just not one of those ones that work for me. I'm a bit of a mascara. I'm going to say I'm a bit of a mascara snob. I'm a mascara junkie. So I'm very particular on what I want my mascaras to do and what I want them to look like. And I have some good ones. Like there is some good mascaras that I absolutely love, but that is not one of them. Okay, so just in my last video, I showed you the Physicians Formula, the Bread and Butter bronzer, and absolutely love it. I have it on today. I've been using that nonstop. I love it. But I have had a few viewers asking, my Canadian viewers, where I purchased it. I think they were only carrying it in select like chains. So I will have that down in the description box where you can purchase it. And the other thing was, I'm not sure if YouTube's changed something in regards to how you view the description box, because I've had a few viewers also reach out and say that they can't expand it or they can't see it. So if you are like on a phone, right under like where the video is and then the title, there should be like a little down arrow. If you click on that down arrow, it should expand the description box, or it says like show more. Same thing on a computer. Where the title is, right underneath it, it should have like a show more where you can click, and that should expand the description box. And I'll have all the product lists there and all of my like affiliate links. And keep in mind, those are affiliate links. I do earn a small commission if you do choose to purchase something from my links, and I thank you so much if you ever do that. And thank you for supporting my channel. I really appreciate that. So what I wanted to show you today was one of the blushes that I've been using a lot, and it's from Physicians Formula, but it's the Butter blush. Now this is a multicolored blush, and it is from the matte mono butter. But again, I love just the little attention to detail that they have. Like it has a little clasp there that you just open it up. What is just exquisite is the attention to detail. Like look at that little blush. It is so gorgeous. I have been using, because this is a very, very pigmented. I do have it on today. Very pigmented. I've been using down here more. This one up here is quite like more bold colors up there. Sometimes I just take the brush and I swirl it all around, and then other times I'm very particular that I want either these ones or these ones. But it has that, I'm not gonna say this one doesn't smell like the typical Physicians Formula smell, like that coconut smell. This one has a really beautiful, a very like a sweet floral scent, and it's not like a sickening sweet scent. This one just is, it's very nice. I just love it. And these are so buttery. They have that little attention to detail. They have a little mirror there. They have a little brush that you can use. I don't use that brush. I have my own brushes that I use, but I think that's just great how they do that. Wonderful, wonderful product. And like I said, it just blends in. It's just that really buttery texture that I love Physicians Formula for, and very pigmented. You just need to dab your brush in ever so slightly, and it applies the product just beautifully. So one of my favorite little blushes so far this year. And then to go along with the face product, and I've talked, I think I had this pretty much on so many videos, so I apologize. I won't go into a lot of detail because I've talked about it to death, but it's the Burt's Bees, the Luminizer. I have it on today, and how I've been applying it lately is I just take the product, so it comes in like a squeezy tube. I take the product, I put a little bit, just like when I say you just need like a dot, that's literally how much I use. And then I take my Sigma, this is just a Sigma high cheekbone highlighter brush, and I dab it into my skin. And then I take that and I just apply it. I'll put a little bit more on today here. Why not? Because it's beautiful. And I just apply it to my cheekbones. I apply it on my nose, on my cupid's bow, and it's beautiful. What I like about it is it's a very versatile product. You can mix this in with your moisturizer if you just want like a really healthy glow that day. If you want to apply it, like mix it in with your foundation, you can do that. I believe this comes in like 3 different shades. I personally just have, it's called Starlight, which is more of like a rosy, or you can kind of see, it's more of like a rosy gold kind of color. Wonderful cream product, doesn't accentuate my fine lines, doesn't settle into all of those little fine lines I have going on around my eyes. Lasts all day, doesn't budge. I'll stick a thumbnail of I think I just had it in like a couple of videos ago. I'll put the thumbnail here, you can go check it out. I'll have a more in-depth review. One of the other products, this isn't part of, like my favorites, but I forgot to mention it when I was talking about the e.l.f. So e.l.f. has their own, this is a putty primer little brush. Now I haven't used it yet, I just picked it up the other day. But it specifically is for applying their putty primer, which I thought was great because it is a very creamy texture. And I just personally apply it with my fingertips like that. That's how I do it. But why I bought this was I think I read it somewhere that this is really good for applying like cream products and like those putty kind of products. So I'm going to use it in an upcoming video and see how well it does. But yeah, I'm really curious to try that out. Okay, so before we get into some of the lip products, I did want to show, so this is my last fail. This, again, is one of those viral ones that went viral on TikTok. I just don't like the formula. I don't think it just didn't work well for me. I am a tried and true, either a eyebrow pencil person. I'll even go a step further and do like the eyebrow pen. I don't mind those. Those are good. But this, I thought, oh, let's give it a try. It looks like it's really good. It's all over on TikTok. Yeah, it just doesn't work for me. I don't like it. It's the NYX, the Thick It, Stick It eyebrow. I don't even know what. Oh, it's an eyebrow mascara. So it basically looks like a mascara. And I mean, I used it. I put it in. Like I can even try and use it now. When I go to put it through my brows, I just don't like the applicator. I've used like brow products before where you kind of go in and really get those hairs going, but for whatever reason I don't know, it just doesn't do anything for me. I don't know how else to say it. It's supposed to give you 16-hour wear. Yeah, not a fan, but like I said, other people may like it. I think it would be good for somebody that has like really like a thicker kind of brow and you just really want to get them fluffy. But for me, just didn't work. Now, there is a couple of lip products that have just come onto the market. I've been using I actually have the one on today, and it's these new Maybelline SuperStay Vinyl inks. Again, we just got them here in Canada, I'm going to say over the last few weeks, but I've been using them consistently to gather my thoughts on them. So the one I have on today is this one here, and it's in the shade Peachy. So what you do with this is you shake it. So hopefully you can hear, it's like there's something in there that, I don't know, it just wants you to shake it. And that's one I have on right now. It's very, very liquidy. Comes as a wand. But what I do find with it is they really do stay. So I am a huge fan of the Maybelline, the SuperStay matte inks. I've had them on my channel numerous times. I've had them in favorites videos. I have, like, I can't remember. I think I've lost count. I think like 5, 6, 7 of them. Those are phenomenal. They do not budge. They will last, seriously, from the time I put it on in the morning to the time I'm going to bed and taking my makeup off. My lips, there's a little bit maybe in the center here where I've had something, eaten, drink, and all that stuff through the day. But like the actual outside of the perimeter and like the lips just look like I applied the product. This is very, very similar to that. Now, you can see where it's not, I'm not going to say it's like a matte. There is a little bit of like a sheen to them, hence why they're called vinyl. There is a little bit of shine. I'll just quickly swatch them. So the other one I have here is in a pink shade, and I have that in Koi. Sorry, I forgot to shake it first before I do this. I don't want to mess up the product. Very pretty. This the Koi I really like for spring, summer coming up. So that one is, obviously you can see Peachy and Koi. Very comfortable. Like, these aren't like a normal liquid lipstick where they get very dry. These, like, very comfortable on the lip. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything on my lip right now at all. It's not one of those that goes onto like my teeth at all. Like, sometimes you'll get those liquid lipsticks kind of in the center here and then they go all over your teeth. These don't do that. So these are fantastic. Like I said, the only thing, make sure if you do purchase them, before you start using them, make sure to give it a shake, because that's what specifically they say to do. Now, if you're someone that doesn't particularly like a liquid lipstick, you want something more natural and easier to apply, then I highly suggest, these are the L'Oreal, the Paradise, I believe. Let me just see what the name is exactly. These are called the Glow Paradise Balm in Lipstick. This makes my lips so soft, and I love how natural looking it is, and leaves your lips just really hydrated looking. It's going to wear off. It's not like something that's going to stay on your lips all day. You do have to reapply it. At least I find I do. But over the long term, it does leave my lips feeling a little bit more softer and just gives you that like a flush of color. So the one I have is Nude Heaven, and that's the shade right there. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous nude shade, kind of like a pink undertone to it. But I like using balms. If you can find the right one where it gives you just a little bit of like color on your lips, but it's not too much, and it just really makes your lips, super soft and smooth. So highly suggest this one if you're not one of those type of people that want a lipstick per se. And then one of the other products that I really, really find does not get enough love, and I never see them on YouTube, is my Revlon. I have all of these. I purchased them all myself. This is not PR or anything. I just love these so much. And this is the one that I just went and picked up yesterday. Sorry, it's going to clank around here for a minute. This one I just picked up yesterday. That's what I have on. Oh, I just love these. I love these nail polishes. This is called Get Real. And what I love about these nail polishes, in my opinion, I think they are way better than OPI. OPI is good, don't get me wrong, but they are pricier, right? I think here in Canada, I think they're like either $10.99 or $12.99, something like that in Canadian dollars. Whereas I just picked this one up yesterday for $4.97. These last way longer. Like these, I put this on, like I said, yesterday, and this is probably going to last a good 5 days before I see any sort of chipping happening. Of course, I do wear like a top coat. I always put a base coat on and a top coat to try and preserve the color. But They last longer before I see any sort of chipping. They apply really fast. The wand is a little bit of a thicker wand. I don't want to get nail polish everywhere. But it's one of those bristles that has more of a thicker brush head. So when I go to apply it, all I basically do is do 3 strokes, like one down the center, one on the side, and one on the other side, and it's done. And depending on what shade I'm using, sometimes I only have to do that, like those 3 coats, and I'm good. Other, like the darker ones, I find I have to put like a couple of different coats on, and I let them dry between. Just my favorite. They are my favorite nail polishes. The exact name is Revlon Ultra HD Snap. There is a gazillion different shades. Fantastic. Absolutely love them. It's really easy to remove as well. When you just like your nail polish remover, just quick and easy. Sometimes I find on, especially kind of some of these darker shades, sometimes they can be a little bit harder to remove, but nope, these are easy to remove. One of my, this is like my holy grail of nail polishes right now. Well, if you've stuck around this long, I hope you consider subscribing if you're not already, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell. That way you're notified whenever I upload new videos. And you can also follow me over on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I have all of those. And if I can get you guys to just do me a quick little favor here. I know I have a bunch of new viewers, and my curiosity gets the better of me sometimes. And I think I have more drugstore kind of viewers than I do higher end. I do like to dabble. I'm not, that is my channel. I love to dabble in all sorts of different skincare and makeup products. My first love, of course, is always drugstore. I love drugstore products, but I do like Sephora as well. But my ask is, can you guys let me know? And just all you have to do is, this also lets me know if everybody's kind of watching until the end of the video. If you can, just down in my comments, either leave me just drugstore or high end, and then that way I know kind of where I should kind of gauge my content. I think I have a lot of viewers too that like both. You like, drugstore and like Sephora. I'm gonna say Sephora. I'm not like a big luxury. I don't do really luxury makeup. I do more just higher end stuff. Like Sephora's more higher end. And like Lancome and Clinique and all of those. I like those products as well. But yeah, like I said, just if you can, down in the comments, you don't have to leave me a big huge comment. Just if you could just either leave drugstore, just one word, drugstore or high end, and then I know kind of where my audience is. That would be wonderful if you guys could do that for me. I would love it so much. Don't forget to share this video with like-minded people, and make sure to give it a big thumbs up. That helps my channel out a lot. As mentioned, all the product list will be down in the description box. And as always, I hope everybody has a great week and a great life, and I'll see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!